What's up, YouTube? So it's Christmas Eve here, California, 2018. I was sitting around the house bored, don't have any plans for today. Decided, hey, I'll load up the poles, try and get the lines wet. I went to explore this pond that my buddy had told me about, kind of local here. My buddy from work was telling me about it. Anyways, get there. Where you have to park is like a day use area right next to a river. Obviously the river's closed for fishing right now, but there's a little pond that's kind of connected to the river that's basically open to fish somewhat. Anyway, so I park at the day use area, get all loaded up, start to head out, and this guy whistles at me. So he starts yelling, hey, you know, you need to pay if you're gonna park. You need to pay. So I turned around and started walking towards him. I got no problem paying, you know what I mean? I just didn't know if he was home or not or whatever. Anyway, so I started walking towards him, and he's like, the river's closed, you can't fish. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fish the pond though. And he's like, well, you need to leave. And I'm thinking to myself, like, so I was like, hey man, like, you just said I have to pay to park, and now you're saying that I can't pay and I have to leave. He's like, yeah, you need to get out of here, I'm gonna close the gates. I looked at him and I was like, well, Merry Christmas to you too, bud. So that was the start of my day, and I'm sitting in the truck and I'm like, well, I already got everything loaded up. I'm already out of the house, so I might as well do something. So took a little farther of a drive, got over to Pond X, as we call it, and see if I can't get into anything real quick. It's almost 4, so I got about an hour of daylight left, and the weather's kind of been holding off. It's been raining real hard and then stop, and rain real hard and stop, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully get into something for you. Pretty sure the GoPro's waterproof. Hopefully it is, because it's starting to dump pretty good. Can throw a jerk bait real quick, see if I can't find something. Just my luck, it starts dumping. Probably gonna try and hide under a tree somewhere. Oh, just my luck. A little break in the weather, and now it just starts coming down. Jerkbait looks sick in the water right now. Might want to go a little bit slower. Probably caught on some weeds right there. We can find that one angry one. Try and toss a jig for a little bit. See if we can't get into something, man. Starting to come down pretty good, pretty consistent too, so I don't know. Our time might be running pretty short right now. But figure this beats sitting on the couch watching YouTube videos. Why sit on the couch and watch them when you can go out and make one, you know what I mean? This place is fire in the spring and summertime, early fall. Crazy. I've heard some pretty big fish pulled out of here. I'm talking double-digit pluses, so one day One day I'm gonna get one of those. I don't know when, I don't know where, and I don't know how, but I'm not gonna stop until I get one, that's for sure. Got pretty close 2 years ago, 2016, caught a 9-pound, 8-ounce largemouth on a topwater frog in July. It was pretty sick. About 2.5 feet of water. Seen a big tail turn around and wake behind my frog, and I did my best not to freak out. Thing just inhaled the frog, man. It was insane. Fought him for about, felt like 45 minutes. It was probably only 5 minutes. He almost ran into it's like a pump in the water with a cyclone fence surrounding it. That was pretty sketchy. Thought I was gonna lose him for sure. Got him to the bank and basically bear hugged him once he got close enough. Sad part of the story is, hooked him top lip, got some good pictures, got him released real healthy, and a couple months later, I'm assuming it's the same fish, some guy in that same area caught a 10-pounder on a frog, a green frog. So I'm assuming it was very close to where I caught mine. So I could only assume that it's the same fish. That guy waited a couple months and caught a little piggy. I was kind of jealous, not gonna lie. Wonder if I might have better luck here in this little pond. It's connected to the bigger ponds by a drain right there, drainage system, but there are fish that stay in here. I've caught them in the summertime, either on frogs or on stinkos. So I'm wondering, might have a better chance if they're stuck in here. Those other ponds are pretty big. It might be hard for me to track a fish down, especially from the bank. But if there's fish stuck in here, I might have a better chance at hooking one. Definitely want to go to the corner and throw the jig. I'm getting soaked right now. Being me, I didn't wear any rain gear like I should have. Got a nice pair of waterproof bibs at home. Yeah, don't wear that. I'll just wear a sweater and some jeans and get soaked. No big deal. As I'm sitting here getting soaked, I had an epiphany. And if I see GoPro coming out with this, I'm gonna know that they watched my video and got this idea. But these GoPro cases should be made with a little windshield wiper type device that goes across the lens every couple seconds, or maybe motion activated when it feels a drop of water hit the lens. I noticed in one of my other videos when it was kind of raining a little bit that if a drop of water gets perfectly right in the middle of the lens, it basically distorts the whole picture. So I might go to tinkering and try and make myself a homemade GoPro windshield wiper thing. We'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. I'm gonna throw this boss stick, 6-inch boss stick. It's made by Legendary Baits. Proud to be on their pro staff. Fully customizable soft plastics. Pretty revolutionary if I say so myself. This one's like a half green, half purple, with some gold flakes, green, purple flakes. Pretty sweet. Like I said, check out their website, legendarybaits.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. They got a few different worms, a finesse worm. They got a couple crawl patterns. They got some swim bait, some trailer type stuff, and it's fully customizable. You pick the colors, you pick the material, sinking plastic or floating plastic. You pick the flakes, their scent, everything. Pretty sweet. Let's see if I can't get one on the boss stick. Yes, sir. Got into one. Come on, little buddy. Where are we at? Oh yeah, it's a nice one. Nice little pounder stuff. Got him right in the lip. Perfect. Rain's pouring. Got into this nice little guy, about a pound or so. See you, buddy. See if we can't get another one cast to catch. I was trying to wipe off the camera and get myself situated, and all of a sudden my line was feeling pretty heavy. Nice solid little 1 pounder. That's gonna be the catch right there. I'm calling it. I don't know how much more of this I could take. I'm absolutely soaked. My sweater's getting all heavy. Got me a fish. I think I had a little nibble the cast before this one, but the old hands are, oh. There's fish. There are always fish stacked up in this little corner. There's some submerged grass and stuff. I guess that's where they're hanging out. But even in the summertime, I'll throw a frog back there, and it's usually automatic. I'm just dead sticking it, letting it float down. Water's probably pretty cold, so they're probably lethargic right now, so I'm just dead sticking it, man. Just let it float all the way to the bottom. Get a little slack in, let it chill for a bit. The last guy hammered it. Wacky rig, weightless. One of the best ways to throw a stick bait, stinko, whatever you want to call it, a worm. You can vary the speed of your retrieve. You know, in the wintertime it's slower, you can just slow it down, dead stick it, let it sit there and float. Spring, summertime, you can, you know, be a little bit more erratic with it. Definitely give me the last spot. It's hard to tell with all the toolies, but there's submerged log there, some grass in the water. I've done pretty well right here in the summertime, springtime, fall, whatever. Yep, there we go, cast to catch. There we go. Oh, he spit it. That was a big one too. You gotta be kidding me. I just saw the head on that one. That thing was big. And he just spit it. You gotta be kidding. That was at least a 5 right there. Well, let's see if he had any little buddies. Man, that was a nice fish, and he hit it basically as soon as it hit the water. Came up one time, got his head out and spit the hook. That was easily a 5. Easily. Woo! Alright. That sucks. That really sucks. Man, I don't even know what to say right now. I knew there was fish back here. There's always fish back here. Plenty of structure, away from the main part of the pond. I don't know if I can recover from that one. Staying out here getting soaked. Good cast in a good spot. Man, that one's gonna haunt me. Gonna try the jig real quick, see if maybe he'll bite that instead of the worm. Cast it a couple times in that same spot, he didn't bite it, so probably took off after being hooked, but man, that sucks. That's fishing for you. Ride the high when you're catching them. That was a terrible cast. When you lose one like that, kind of brings you back down to reality, you know what I mean? Is absolutely dumping right now. Last cast. I gotta get out of this weather. This weather's terrible. I'm sure you can tell how hard it's raining. It is freaking pouring. I'm absolutely soaked. My gear's soaked. Hopefully the GoPro's not soaked. Still running, so that's a good sign. Alright, we out. As you can see, I got stuck in the rain and no longer have pants on. It's awesome. Starting to think maybe this little fishing trip today was not a good idea. It was hard to tell. The rain was kind of light, just kind of sprinkling a little bit and stuff. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. Try to go to this one, as I was explaining earlier, try to go to this one pond. I got kicked out by the guy that runs the little day use place, which is kind of weird. I mean, I was willing to pay him, and he first said, hey, you have to pay first, and then I went to go pay him, and he was like, hey, no, you need to leave. I should turn the camera on, but it was in my pocket. Anyways, so then I was like, well, I'm already out of the house. Truck's already loaded up. I might as well go fishing. So I made a big loop, came over here to Pond X, and literally, like, as soon as I started getting over here, it started pouring. Just coming down, and I'm like, well, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. Then, right when I got here, there was a little bit of a break in the weather. Thought it was gonna be okay. As soon as I started fishing, it started pouring. So I just tried to, you know, push through it. Caught one little guy, about a pound or so. And then, as you saw, lost, oh man. Dude's head came out of the water. It was nice. It was at least a 5-pounder, if not bigger. Right when the worm hit the water. And fought for a bit. His head came up once, shook, and spit the hook. That's how it goes. Kind of makes a trip like this suck a little bit, even, you know, a little bit more because I lost that guy. It would have been nice to land him, but it is what it is. It's better than, like I said, it's better than sitting at home. So, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we got some stuff lined up for next week. We got a nice little challenge video kind of thing I'm gonna do with my buddies. So, stay tuned, and I look forward to shooting it. See you guys later.